said he's generated, what? Now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow, you better part up. He's shutting down everybody with a gun, he doesn't care, cause you know that energy's about to rise in the air. Going generated, what? Now he's charged up.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there, man? I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And this is
The DNA Show.
Yeah, we got a special guest today, man. My boy, he's the fire rapper, man. I can't wait for you guys to really hear him. I got him here today. I know a lot of times we always wait to bring the guest out, but Childs, man, is one of the illest MCs that I know, man. So shout out to my mans up in Queens, y'all heard? I had to bring a lot of people out to see this, so I had to give him definitely his flowers, you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Yeah.
But before we start, I just want to give a shout out, one to your father.
Shout out to Eddie Rocky Rivera. Great job in the movie today.
Yeah, very good. I wasn't there, but, you know, I heard it was really good and everything.
Shout out to Cake. I guess that's his first movie part.
That was so cool. Like, call him up. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nah, you know, it's always love, you know what I mean? And definitely got to get Childs in something, you know what I'm saying, with Pops.
What about me?
I asked you. You said no.
Oh, sorry.
You remember?
Yeah.
I said, yo, they need you in here. You're like, no. You said, not today.
Well, okay, maybe tomorrow.
There ain't no tomorrow.
Okay, there's no tomorrow.
Movies don't work that way.
All right, doesn't happen. Okay. So, and if
Nah,
anything,
she's good.
here we have our special guest, Childsway. He
Childsway.
is artist, entrepreneur, and hustler. I love that. I love that title. I was like, hustler too. I like that one. I was like, we didn't have any guests with that. But in the meantime, what we will do is we can start talking about his artistry. I actually did like, well, you know what? We were just talking about loyalty and love, because that's the video
I'm editing.
that you're working on. Now, I was there that night. And let me just say one thing. With all those people that were there, and, you know, with the, you know, I don't know how many times we had to replay that song in the street. How many takes we were doing and everything.
Everybody loved it, man, and it was a great vibe. And
I was having such a good time.
Oh man, let me tell you something. It was a great vibe, and everybody was having a good time, man. And it's just a different atmosphere every time I feel like I go to Queens or I go to the city. I love the island, man, but at the end of the day, man, I just feel like everybody in the city is like, man, we're gonna try to, you know, get this together. And you guys seen a lot more people probably than out here become successful.
Right.
So that's what makes you guys probably drive a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
So that's what I always see, because in Long Island, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. In Long Island, you got a lot of people that think they're stars before they're stars. So
Yeah. Well,
city, it's like everyone's just trying to, you know what I'm saying, push each other in the right direction. So
we were just talking about that, how people these days don't seem to lift each other up all the time, and it just seems like that there's just more camaraderie. When I was like hanging out with you guys right there, you know, video and everything like that, and I'm sitting there going, everybody was helping each other. You know, everybody was like congratulating on at the end of the scene, right? And like, okay, let's do it over here, and then let's go to the trestle, and let's go. You know, everybody was coming up with ideas and stuff like that, and it was just enjoyable. And then that little kid, who was the little boy?
Oh, that's my man Porter. That's his son.
shout out to Porter.
Yeah, shout out to Porter.
Porter's
man.
dope.
You
man.
got him in that video. You got him in the video, right?
Absolutely. I made sure
Gotta
I
get
got
that little boy.
Porter, he was having a good time.
I'm just saying, you got to get him.
Bow,
'cause he
bow,
was-
bow. I was like, whoa. When he first did it, it's like, bow, bow, bow. I'm like, yeah, he gonna start rapping soon. Watch. Gonna rap just like his father.
How
Shout out.
how old is he? Like
I think he's like, what, 5?
5 years old.
He has to be, yeah. He said, bow, bow, bow. Ah, I was like, yeah, all right, cool.
Well, that's good.
There we go. We got a young one.
So anyway, we'll actually start getting into the nitty-gritty questions.
Go ahead.
We're just going to take a real fast commercial break,
Come on.
and we'll be back with Childsway.
We'll be back with Childsway. You already know. E&J.
Would I watch TV when I fly it and what's on television? Tell them, listen, I ain't rapping, my shit poetic. Street stressing me, dog, I try not to let it. Let's get back to this fast cash, Lord knows I need that. Thankful I'm away from committing F's for a G-stack.
Now I got to let her know, daddy ain't never gonna leave. You know I want you, girl, for all eternity. Now I got to that money, my money, my money, that don't do me black and on. Why they tryna be playing the niggas inside the girl? Been outside that tippy thing, guy, yeah. I said he's generated up, now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with again, he doesn't care, cause you know that energy's about to rise in the year. Going shake, shake it for the money, shake, shake, shake it for the money, shake, shake, shake it for the money.
And we're back. Okay, so I'm getting into the nitty-gritty questions, so I'm just going to turn around. I'm going to put my back towards you. So, first of all, let us begin. Let us begin where, in particular, like, what started you in the music industry? Like, where did it all begin?
I always was a fan of music. I always liked music. I basically always rap, but I just never took it serious. I just play around with it. And then one day I just was like, let me see if I could go. And then, being around people, and then my little cousins and them, they was rapping. And then the energy was just like, yo, cuzzo. I was supposed to manage them. And then, it just went from me managing, and then we in the studio, we created a dope song, and then it was just there. From history, it was like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Was there any particular person that influenced you the most?
No, I could say like my little cousins and them. Like I said, I always could rap, but I just never took it serious. Like I used to play around with it, but it was like a fun thing to me. Like I always could rap. I knew I could rap, but I just never took it serious. So, but my little cousins, Rico and Dre, they definitely was like, yo, cuzzo, let's do it. They put the battery in the back.
Oh, how old were you?
Who, me? I'm 35.
No, not now. I'm saying back then. When
Oh,
you
back
started.
then I was young. I was like, when I started rapping, I was young rapping. But like I said, I always could rap. I just never took it serious.
Oh, okay.
Like, I started rapping since like what, junior high school?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Junior high school, you beating on the joints, having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a bunch of people in the back, ooh, ah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, now speaking of the style of rap, because we were having a really nice conversation before.
Let's go.
So I want to recap that.
Let's go.
Because we were having, not a debate, we were discussing, because there was a lot about rap that I don't know about, right? I don't know.
I'm not saying nothing.
He just like, but because I told him to give me a rundown, right? So it is boom bap.
It's called boom bap.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Conscious, trap, drill, R&B, hip hop, right?
Well, there's a lot more, but those are like basically something to really just break down to
What
a
are
lot
you?
of people be listening.
I'm a rapper.
He's an artist.
I'm an artist.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm an MC.
Let me break it down to. There you go. Let me break it down to you guys what
Here
an
we go.
MC
Now
is.
I got to add another one to my
There's
list.
3.
Okay.
You
Go
can be
ahead.
an artist, you can be a
MC.
rapper, you can be an MC. If you're MC, you're all 3.
Take
If you're-
notes, people.
If you're an artist, you're just used to basically just trying to do your craft. If you're a rapper, you go with the flow what everybody else is doing. But when you're an MC, you're in a different ball field.
Yeah, you set your own lane, set the tone for your own self.
That's called icon in music.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I'm learning something new every day with rap.
Now,
Okay?
my style, when I heard your style, right, and I'm listening, because I'm around a lot of people that do it, but your stage show is impeccable. I like it a lot. Like when I saw it, I'm like, all right, cool, because it brings back that New York vibe, especially when you guys jumping on there, you guys talking. I think it's Queens Get the Money,
Yeah.
and I watched how Brooklyn was like, whoa, ain't Brooklyn. We were in Brooklyn, Homeboy was performing all this, and everybody in Brooklyn were like, whoa. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you envision, like, where do you want this to go? Like, where do you want this music to go? Like, how far do you think you can go?
Oh, I would like for it to go far. Like I said, it's a passion. Like, now I'm more like, you do something every day, and every day you just get better at it. So now I'm just more in tune with it. I'm comfortable. I'm like, whatever I want to do, I know what I want to do. So
Yeah.
I'm prepared for whatever comes my way, as long as it's Childsway. So.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Where did you get Childsway from?
Oh, my parents called me that, Childs, as I was young. My dad always called me that. But my favorite movie is Carlito's Way. So
Oh, I got something to tell you
see,
about
that is so
Carlito's
cool.
Way. Shout out to Angel Zalazar, because that's my family, basically. His name's Chichi. He was actually in
Carlito's Way.
wow, that's
Right.
what's
Yeah,
up.
so he was
Oh,
actually.
we got to get you two together.
yeah, that's
Now I'm
one
going to
of my-
introduce you. He actually the
So when I
guy.
heard that, when I seen the Carlito's Way,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Child's Way.
Child's Way.
Because I always like things my way anyway.
That is so cool.
Charles Chichi is Chi get the yayo and
Yeah,
Scarface.
she get the yayo.
Yes, I want to introduce
You know
you
what?
because he's a family friend. He's always at my
Yeah,
house.
he's
That's
cool.
what's
He's
up.
cool.
Yes, I'll definitely introduce you because if you told me that, I'm like, yeah. I'll bring one of them cats, say what up to you.
That's
Don't
what's
worry.
up.
Yeah, so that's what that was like all the different vibe that I was getting to. So if anything,
That's crazy. That's a real dope
wow,
analogy.
that just blew my mind.
No, but that's a real dope analogy and stuff like that. So when you did Childsway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were thinking about Carlito's Way, was it kind of like something with the movie that really intrigued you with it?
Now, the movie was good. Was good. That was a dope movie. You know, I
Yeah.
love the movie. You know, went from trying to change. You know, people pulling you in. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch the company you keep. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well,
So
it showed the fact
that showed the narrative of that anyway. But as far as the name and the how it was just like Carlito's Way. Like, and I was just sitting there like, yo,
That's
this
Child's
is
Way.
really dope. Child's Way. Like,
But yeah,
But I do like actually a lot with the way he does things, and like we were talking about before with the people, right? So I'm from Queens,
shout out to Queens.
Queens in the building. Queens in
right?
the building.
I grew up like in the Astoria, Jackson Heights area, and then I was also in the Elmhurst area for a while. But I spent like 3/4 of my life down in Queens. I was born and bred there. Shout out to Astoria. If anything, I want to play a little bit of the video. I'm cueing Bobby. QGCN?
Please get the money.
Get the money.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I want to play that right now.
Shout out to my man Kane for shooting that video. Yeah, Kane
Fire.
shot that video. Appreciate that.
Fire.
It's on.
No promise,
Childsway.
no snow is too
New
cold.
way. Boom. Dope gang. F&B. Light it. Let's go. Shit. Childsway. New way. I rep Queens, living my life, stacking money, I need cream. All my life, my nigga, I had dreams. Nigga, I rep Queens, nigga, I need cream. This is my life, nigga, street dreams. All my life, I've been stacking, I need cream. Living my life every day, I had dreams. Nigga, I rep Queens, nigga, I need cream. I need cream, nigga, I had a dream. Cash rules everything around me, Queens get the money. Fuck all them haters, y'all. I said cash rules everything around me, Queens get the money. Fuck all them haters, y'all. Cash rules everything around me, haters better crown me. Keep that sucker shit from around me. Got my money up, so these haters wanna down me. I represent Queens, uptown where you can find me. Got my shooters, nigga posted to the side, and they all got them hammers and they all gon' slide. Nigga, we stick to the script, we don't trust no bitch. We getting money now, nigga, throwing up our shit. Yeah, this big Queens, nigga, bags full of cream, nigga, dollar in a dream, nigga. This is real things, nigga, yeah. I got my weight up and I represent Southside and we don't give a fuck. I rep Queens, living my life, stacking money, I need cream. All my life, my nigga, I had dreams. Nigga, I rep Queens, nigga, I need cream. This is my life, nigga, street dreams. All my life, I've been stacking, I need cream. Living my life every day, I had dreams. Nigga, I rep Queens, nigga, I need cream. I need cream, nigga, I had a dream. Cash rules everything around me, Queens get the money. Fuck.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I like the video.
Hold on, we're not back yet.
I know.
Oh, we are?
So I like the video.
How come I don't see myself?
Now you
oh,
do.
now I do. Hello, we're back.
One thing I love though is I love when somebody can make a crazy video for it and it gives you that vibe. You know what I mean? Because Cream is a New York kind of record.
Right.
So when you hear that and then you see the Timberland boots, you see the dark alley, you see a bunch
He
of
pays
dudes in
attention
front.
to detail, let me tell you.
It's just I'm a hip hop baby, man. It's like like me and you were discussing, right? When we grew up, and you definitely know this, when we grew up, there were certain elements of the game that people in these days could never match.
That's a fact.
And
That's a fact.
that was you had to follow the codes and the codes
Protocol.
Protocol.
Exactly.
Right.
Street code.
street code, and it wasn't. You could say it's street code. I call it at the same time. Like we said, protocol was you couldn't rock certain things. You couldn't rock a chain. You couldn't say who you were and stuff like that. Or you would literally get like called out and everything. Like I remember, if I'm right, I was in Queens, and this is when Smack first came up, and then you had a bunch of kids rapping, right? and this kid's talking about hammers and jumping this, jamming to the hand. And his boy tags him on the shoulder like, you're not about that.
Yeah.
And everyone started laughing. And the kid couldn't get back into the cypher at all. Like, they were like, yo. Like, but that's my era. My era was, nah, man.
Yeah.
And they would just stop you. You would say something, right? And somebody who knew you would just go, yo, get out of here, son.
Right. Like, that ain't you.
Or someone that beat, or somebody that beat somebody up.
Yeah.
And he's talking about being the tough. He's like, nah, man, we watched you yesterday, son.
Right.
Yeah, nah. But that's the competition that we had. The competition was
It's just not like that anymore.
because it got too mainstream.
It's just not.
Got
like
too
that
mainstream, and it got.
And we were
too-
also talking about that before. I had. You know what sucks is that we were having a really good conversation.
Well, the thing is, he
before
understands.
the interview.
Why I like Childsway is because he understands the culture. He lived the
he
hip hop
called me out
culture.
too. I was wrong.
Absolutely.
Thank you. See, he's the first to admit that when I'm wrong.
She goes and she doesn't understand the different. Like, okay, let's talk about drill quick.
There we go.
Drill is talking about them having real problems in the streets and really taking these dudes a lot of times down.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom Bat is saying when we say we shoot you, it's a lyrical shot. Basically, we're trying to say mentally, we got you. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's gangster rap too. Like that, nobody's talking about. I mean, yeah, you do got a lot of times people really talk, like sometimes talking about beef, but it's not really that most of the time.
Right,
With
yeah.
the drill,
Okay.
it's issues they have in the streets, and they're trying to say, nah, man, we got this. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's the difference.
They basically rapping what they're doing.
Exactly.
You know, like that's basically what it is. And then the drill music nowadays, like I said, is different. You know,
Yeah.
most of the kids really in tune with it. You know, like I said, that's separates the different music from the 90s era to this era. So like I said, our era was different. I grew up on Mobb Deep, the the Nas and the Jay-Z's, you know what I'm saying?
Keith
This
Murray,
era,
you know,
a lot of kids don't even I know kids that don't even know about the Reasonable Doubt first album. That you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even know who that is.
like Jay-Z's album, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a lot of people that the generation of kids don't even know that was a classic album. A kid would sit here and argue with me and tell me Meek Mills is better than Nas. Won't even knowing that. Is you serious? Like,
How-
hear what you're saying to me. Like, how is Meek Mills better than Nas? You know,
Right.
like, but that's the era that the young kids is in. So, like in the day, you just got to respect it. Like, that's what you choose. That's what you like. Cool.
Yeah.
That's what
we
I was-
know. You know what I'm saying? The eras is different and the music was way better than what it is now.
It just had a different kind of meaning, and then if they would pull off some bull, people would literally call it out. You gotta always give the kids credit because years ago, remember when we were younger, they were like, "Oh, what about Cool G rap?" But I feel like we were different because we respected it.
Right.
Because if someone go, Cool G rap was better than Nas or somebody, just any which way, you would have to say, all right, you know what, Cool G made it. You know what I'm saying? Cool G made the game. Cool G did that. Or you would have the Big
That's a
Daddy
legend.
Kane debates. You would have the big Rakim debates. You can, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff out here. People, like, like the Kings of the Islands, who the King of the Islands is. And I always say, yo, the King of the Islands, Eric Sherman and Rakim.
Right. Okay.
Because they made it.
Didn't we just see him not too long ago?
Yeah, we saw Rakim.
Okay.
You got to meet Rakim. She met the God.
That's what's up.
He was
Keith,
nice.
Keith introduced us to the God, and she met KRS-One.
Yeah. Oh, he was cool. I liked him. He was like such a showman. Like,
Knowledge. Just so much knowledge, bro.
It may not, rap music, he knows it. Rap music to me is not like something, it's not my first go-to, right? The only reason I really got into rap music was because of him, right? But now that I'm still evolving myself. Like
Learning,
we were
like a
talking,
student of the game. Yeah, learning.
I don't mind being a student,
Yeah.
but I'm learning something new every day with rap. And it's like boom pap, then drill, then trap.
But I have a
then-
quick
I'm
question.
like,
to ask you.
what?
What's your top 5 favorite rappers?
Oh, here we go.
My top 5?
Yeah, I was wanting to know.
My top 5, definitely Nas is in my top 5.
Okay.
Jadakiss, Fab, Lloyd Banks, and I could say, sheesh, 50. 50
Yeah,
Cent.
yeah. That era was just phenomenal with the mixtapes and the way that he came out.
But those were all different style rappers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all different style
Well, you know
rappers.
what? In hip hop, when we grew, man, there was so much variety.
Yeah, but hip hop is not the same today that it was 20 years
Yesterday,
ago,
yes.
right?
Way different.
It's way
totally-
different, but at the same time, it evolved.
Everything
I'm not gonna say
evolves,
it might
true.
not evolve to the point where people thought it was gonna evolve because the knowledge they gave us as kids it brought us up differently. That's why when we hear somebody rap with the lower tone and stuff like that, we're like, yeah, that's cool, but what does that mean? Like, you know, it went from uplifting the neighborhood to teaching everybody, like, yo, we got to stop this. We got to becoming the most violent. Everybody passing away. Mom's like it kind.
It got crazy.
It
took a different toll. Because like I said, in the day, the kids nowadays, they mentality is quickly shoot. Like, oh, I mean, they don't even know. Half of these kids don't even know what the fuck they shooting for.
That's
It's
what
like
I'm
every
saying.
day. Yeah, every
That's
day
what
you
I'm
look on
saying.
IG or any other social media, it's like I see another person being killed.
I think
And I just
this
don't get.
generation
But how do you change that?
killed more people
How
than
do you change
than
it?
our whole generation of rappers.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
I-
it starts with the people. Like, you know, people have to. I think everybody
The OGs
is
need to
responsible.
step up.
Yeah, even that.
The
But you
OGs
have
need to
people.
step
You have
up.
people that claim the OGs this, like the OGs that. I think it starts from within your home. You know what I'm saying? Like how you was raised, how was you brought up? You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, a lot of these kids is not even being raised by their parents. They being raised by themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got 34-year-old grandmothers, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Yo.
But how do you I mean, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to start. I
First
wouldn't know,
off-
but you want to help because you want these kids to understand,
Right.
you know, what they're doing. And this is what they're bringing forward. And I mean, as an older woman, I look back and I'm like, if I see my kids like doing this, I'm like, I didn't work hard and bust my ass to bring you this and say, here's life on a plate, take it, it's
Right.
yours, and then to destroy it
Yeah.
within seconds. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't.
That's the generation.
Listen, man,
now.
Chicago, when
There's
I-
no morals. There's no
No
respect. No
morals at
morals.
all.
Like,
That's
None.
scary because a lot of times, man, I was reading up a lot about the Chicago drill, right? And I'm like, God damn, think about all those dudes that died, right? And how talented that whole city was to even bring up that whole drill scene. Even New York. We lost so many people in New York that was so good for their era to teach them.
Right.
And they died over the violence. But you got to remember how old, I'm going to say how old those drill rappers that are dying. Probably from, I know R.I.P. Cash, FBG Cash. I would always listen to shout you out, bro. You were a really cool dude and stuff like that. Cause I got to speak to you on IG. Just shouting them out. Much love for that whole thing in Chicago. Hopefully you guys can actually, give peace and everything like that in Chicago. Because you guys are all talented from both sides. From
It's
O
just-
Block to FBG. Y'all are talented, man.
Yeah,
That's
it
all I
is.
got to say. But I'm going to say the ratio for these kids dying has to be about 18 to 25.
Is it?
right.
Right?
Pop Smoke was what, 21?
20.
20 or 21?
Yeah, it's like a lot of that's why I said it goes from the generations. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, how people, a lot of these kids again are being raised. They're raising themselves. They don't even have. They don't know what respect is. They don't know what morals is. You know what I'm saying? So again, you just gotta just prepare yourself for certain things in life, man, because it's different. It's nasty outside.
Yeah, I know.
That's why, like, a lot of times, which I like what you guys do, is that when we're around, like, everybody's around, we just stay in this side. Because we don't like to go out because
we
you
don't
just
go out anymore.
You don't
'Cause
know.
you never know what you're going to get when you go
into, yeah.
places. And it's not like we're
But
we're
one
not
thing I
afraid.
gotta say,
It's just that
shout
we're
out-
not going out to have fun anymore.
Shout out to Mac, the president over in Queens, because every time he has an event, you don't ever see anything really.
Yeah,
No.
shout out to
going
Mac
on.
Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Mac.
So shout out to Mac because
yeah.
Mac actually
Yeah.
keeps everything, solidated.
everything-
Boy,
Yeah.
Mac. Yeah, Mac events is definitely good. He knows how to coordinate a show.
Right, a show, right.
That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of these
saying.
dudes can't put together a showcase. Mac
Yeah.
been doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
So he knows what's going on. He knows what's hot. He knows like, yo, I'm not gonna have that type of shit going on. You know
Yeah, no, that's why I
what I'm
always
saying?
like them.
So
'cause-
anytime you go to a Mac show, you guarantee, like I said, you may have assholes, whatever, but it's never no rah-rah. It's
Nah,
never
because
no
they always
rah-rah.
keep it. He always makes sure that he keeps it professional, but he's very smart what he picks inside the selection.
Yeah, he definitely does,
He
yeah.
doesn't have a bunch of knuckleheads coming out there and people always trying to. And Hot Rod too. Shout out to Hot Rod because his shows a lot of times are good
Yeah,
too.
yeah, shout out to Hot
We-
Rod.
we
Yeah,
really
shout out
Salute
Mac.
to all of you.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you
Oh,
go, go
with
ahead.
the word salute.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That's one of my favorite words now. I want to play another video. Salute by Childsway.
Yeah, Childsway
There we go.
featuring my man Dope Gang Porter. That's
Dope
our
Gang
joint.
Porter.
That's our first joint we actually put together too.
Oh,
So
really?
shout out to Dope Gang Porter. Salute me's on platforms right now.
Dope gang.
Video out now. Tune in.
Oh,
Tune
look at
in.
you. Dope gang. Dope gang.
It's time.
Yeah. Stack City. Childsway. Salute me. Salute me. When you see me styling in the drop, nigga. Salute me. Diamonds, nigga, flooded in the watch. Salute me. All my niggas going to the top. Salute me. I don't fuck with snitches or the cops. Salute me. Sometimes you gotta shoot to get shot. Salute me. All my niggas gunning for their ops. Salute me. Only them gangsters relate to me. Salute me. I'm all about that cheddar and that blue cheese. Salute me. I salute all the real niggas outside getting money, all the trail niggas. You can talk how you getting that bread. You talking about money, come up short and you dead. I'm riding in the shiny Benz, hopping with some funny things. All my niggas getting money, popping like some Heinekens. They say they getting money, niggas stay on your job. All my niggas getting money, act up and you getting robbed. I salute the real niggas out to get it. All my niggas bankrolls say 7 digits. My nigga caught a body, caught the lawyer, gotta quit it. All my niggas in the trenches, put your hands on your fitted. Salute me. When you see me styling in the drop, nigga. Salute me. Diamonds, nigga, flooded in the watch. Salute me. All my niggas going to the top. Salute me. I don't fuck with snitches or the cops. Salute me. Sometimes you gotta shoot to get shot. Salute me. All my niggas gunning for their ops. Salute me. Only them gangsters relate to me. Salute me. I'm all about that cheddar and that blue cheese. We don't harm me shit. Who want the smoke? I'm the fireman. I fire shit. I'm in the finer things, diamond rings. Yeah, everything designer brand. That's your older while she eyeing me. She want your dog fucking lie with me. You think I'm pussy, nigga? Try me then. Welcome to the jungle, this the lion's den. And she take me like some vitamins. Yeah, I'm better than that medicine. Take this dick like I'm Iron Man. And they feeling like the Walking Dead. Welcome to Zombie Land. You made your bed, I go and lie in it. We ain't forming no alliance. War till we die dead. From the city with a Jason. Salute me. When you see me styling in the drop, nigga. Salute me. Diamonds, nigga, flooded in the watch. Salute me. All my niggas going to the top. Salute me. I don't fuck with snitches or the cops. Salute me. Sometimes you gotta shoot to get shot. Salute me. All my niggas gunning for their ops. Salute me. Only them gangsters relate to me. Salute me. I'm all about that cheddar and that blue cheese.
That is using the
What
green
is that?
screen. But
Is
that
it?
yeah, that video is hot.
Thank you, man.
And I just wanted to tell you real quick. So I called up my best friend, Charles Hamilton, and I said, yo, listen to this joint. He listened to it. He looked at Althea, and he said, Althea, I'm sorry. Because she was like, what do you think about this? I go, Althea, I'm sorry. This joint is hot. This is something. He said, he's like, that's not radio, and I love it. He said, that's something that I haven't heard on the radio in years. And he's like, Althea, I love it.
No, it wasn't the video.
The
And
song. You love the song.
I love the music.
Yeah, you love the music.
It's sometimes we were talking about
love
that
the
too.
song.
Yeah.
I'm a different generation. Okay.
And Charles, I know you're gonna be watching this.
And mature audiences, right? And listening to some of the lyrics, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "Is this really like? I don't." That's where the boom bap and trap and drill and R&B came in, because I'm like, okay, which category is that?
But I think but the thing with you though, I think you kind of get over confused because you're seeing so much violence is happening, like we were explaining.
Well,
with
that's
this
what
music,
it is, yeah.
With this music, so you get very nervous because you don't know what kind of audience sometimes people, like, certain things can bring in.
Right.
I understand.
And that's why it wasn't about being concerned. I'm just trying to understand, because there are certain things that people say,
Salute me.
lyrics and everything, and I don't know whether it's derogatory or whether you're saluting somebody or where you're actually just having a conversation.
No, the salute me comes from you saluting somebody, like you said, giving you flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You respecting the person that's out there hustling, doing what he's supposed to do. I'm respecting the single woman that's out there, doing what they're supposed to do. So salute me is like an uplifting, like, yo, I salute
Right,
you.
yeah.
Like, I respect what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I applaud you. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? So I like what you got on. Salute. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
Nigga, you got on them diamonds. Nigga, you taking care of your family. I salute you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about.
So none of your songs are hateful or like gangster kind of.
I mean, I mean, me personally, I rap about the streets.
That's
So
right, right,
I
okay.
rap about my personal experiences, some things that I went through, how I feel. And that's why I say music is I rap off how I feel at the moment.
Right.
I could go in the studio and be pissed off. I may rap about that person pissed me off. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna come back?
He would
Yeah,
come out with
so-
music all the time about me. What are you kidding me? He'd be like,
that's
yo,
how
I
it
mean,
be.
one of my best records called "Let Her Know."
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I have records like that for ladies. Like I got a record called So Confused. You know what I'm saying? I got a record called Let Me Be. You know, so I got, like I said, it's how I feel.
It's how you, right.
Yeah.
Where
you
are
know?
those records? I haven't.
Yeah, where
I've been-
are those
those-
records? You
those
didn't give me that
records-
record.
Yeah, those
like-
records in the cut. Those gonna be on the EP.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you got a new EP boiling.
Yeah, I got an EP.
What's it
yeah,
called?
Cooking Up. Prince of the City. I mean, Prince of the
Yeah.
Town. Excuse me, Prince of the Town.
Yeah,
There was actually
Prince
a
of the
movie.
Town. You heard it first over here,
Yeah.
man.
No,
And
but there was
DNA.
actually a
Loving it.
movie called Prince of the City.
That's hot.
That was with I forgot what the name.
I'm from Queens. You know, I'm from Bricktown. So, you know, name my shit Bricktown.
Oh no,
Prince of the
you.
Town.
That's why I put that big huge thing on there in the cut.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You got it in the video. You seen it in the video. Yeah.
Nah, I
that was
loved
a
it.
good
The
shot.
whole thing,
yeah.
man, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
She laughs at me because I'm looking. I'm like smiling. She's like, "Why are you even taking so time? Usually you go psh, and knock something out." I'm like, "This has to be perfect, man." Because I like you a lot as an artist. I think you're like really ill. I can listen to your music. A lot of people I can't listen to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do not get Homeboy to be like, "Yo, he's dope." So to me,
And he's
I
a
already-
fashion icon too. Because let me tell you,
nah, he rock really.
I really like that jacket in that video.
Thank you.
I want that.
Now
jacket.
every time I see him, he's always in like a, I think like a fur or something. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm sitting here with like a shirt like this, button down, says energetic. Oh,
I like fashion.
He's got style.
yeah, I ain't got
fashion.
style.
He's got real good stuff. No, because when I was looking at his IG, like thinking about which pictures and everything like that, I'm like, oh God, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, usually with other people, you're like, okay, maybe one out of every like 10 or 12.
Sure, you're not from Harlem?
I was looking at him. He's got so much. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm from Queens. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to the
Shout out to
BX. Yeah,
No,
I love
no,
Harlem.
no.
I love the Bronx.
No,
yeah.
no, because the Harlems usually they say got like the dudes who always like have like the best image of.
I just
New
like
York.
fashion. Like that's just been me since a kid. I think my mom's have a lot to do with that. So
They always
real?
do,
yeah,
dear.
my mother have a lot to do with that. I just love fashion, and I just always love the dress. That just been something I always just love.
So
to
you got
do.
that eye.
Yeah, like
and
I
you
know
know
what it look right. I'll be like, nah, that don't look right. Nah, that's good. Like, you know what I'm
And
saying?
all his photos are like this. Most of them.
But
He's
he,
Yeah.
he's really
such a cool. No, but that's the stance.
That's me.
That's you. I'm thinking like he's like
Yeah.
here with the cap down and everything. He's looking. I'm like he's styling. He's styling in the mall. He's styling at the event.
But you know what? That's
You
an
know?
artist, man. Like I gotta be honest with him, man. When I first met him, he was mad cool, mad humble. I actually met him with Frenchie.
Oh, okay.
I was doing something and they brought me over to go see Southside. They were like, Frenchie was like, "Yo, E, come with me, son. You already know, boom, 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 much love." So I'm with Frenchie, and Frenchie goes and introduced me to Mac, and then him.
Oh,
He's sitting
okay.
there
Shout
like
out to
this in the
Frenchie,
cut.
yeah.
He's sitting there in the cut, and he's like this with the jewelry and stuff like that. I don't know none of them dudes. But after that, everybody's like, "Yo, you know, boom, 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 here, yeah, you fam." I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay, so when we get back, we'll talk about his clothing line. We'll go
Yeah.
right to commercial break. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Shot him.
I came from the pain, lost a lot to this game. Thought I'd never change. I was in the streets running wild. They gotta say my name. The work, how they know me now. The work, how they know me now. You niggas worry about dress codes, I'm spitting lava. Keep it tall, if it wasn't about money, I wouldn't bother. I've been running blocks my whole life. Ain't no secret, you've been getting ran off blocks your whole life. Hold tight. Leroy Glow with the gold mic. Came from cold nights, scuff nights.
Rise in the energy, cut it down, take the break, get it, hit the power plant. If you acting like you getting dollars, you did not advance. Sick and tired of cats kinda frontin' on them fake cars, frontin' on them fake rock, living in them rock stars. Everybody tryna get clocks off. Everybody thinking that they tough, but they're dead soft. Sick and tired of talking, sick and tired of hearing. What is with the youth and with the legends, what comparing? I said he's generated, what? Now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with again, he doesn't care, cause you know the energy's about to rise in the air. So he's generated, what? Now he's charged up.
When I watch TV, when I fly it in what's on television, tell them listen, I ain't rapping, my shit poetic. Street stressing me, dog, I try not to let it. Let's get back to this fast cash, Lord knows I need that. Thankful I'm away from committing F's for a G-stack.
Whatever. Open the book.
Oh God, sorry about that. So let's start with the clothing line now. Because not for nothing, you styling no matter where I see you.
Thank you.
I'm like, who dresses you?
I dress myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I dress myself.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Fashion guru.
Yeah, dress myself. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Fashion
saying.
guru.
Every picture I have seen on him on Instagram and stuff like that, I'm like, damn. You got to get me the name of that jacket in the video.
Louis Vuitton.
It is Louis Vuitton? Can you afford Louis Vuitton?
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
Louis Vuitton.
It's done. It's done. So Childsway clothes. What is the name? Okay, so we already know the name because now I just found out Childsway. So where can we find Childsway clothing line on IG?
Well, IG, everybody taps in on the page. Like they DM me, you know what I mean? They hit me on Facebook, they hit me on Twitter. But as of right now, I'm doing like personal deliveries and drop-offs and stuff like that. So you can get in tune. You can call me, yo, what size? I'll drop it off. Whatever you need, whatever colors. The ladies, let me shout out to the ladies. I love the ladies. The ladies support me. They always show love. You know what I'm saying? Like the ladies always show love. So shout out to the ladies out there for supporting the clothing line. They definitely support the clothing line, the movement. So yeah, but I have a lot of stuff going on.
You got like, okay, so you have like hats, shirts, jeans, like what?
Yeah, hats. I got shirts. I got sweatsuits, women's sweatsuits, kids sweatsuits.
Oh, you got kids too.
Yeah, kids sweatsuits.
nice.
I'm actually working on my daughter's line as we speaking right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's
I'm working on my daughter.
adorable, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I had the one pic. I didn't bring it in, but there's a picture of you with her, and you're holding her hand, and you're like in a park or something.
Oh yeah. In the purple, yeah, that's my twin. That's
She's adorable.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
She's about to be 2 next month, July. Yeah.
I love her. And just remember, it's Father's Day just around the corner.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
Yeah.
But that's the platforms. Like, do you have like a website for all this, or is it just?
Well, right now the website, I had a website. I just didn't like it. It looked cheesy. So right now I'm getting the website done up and everything situated. But everybody hits me on Instagram. Like everybody hits me on Instagram.
Right, okay.
They DM me. They tell me their size. If they don't hit me on Instagram, they hit me on Facebook. If not Facebook, they'll hit me on Twitter. But
doesn't that drive you
everybody-
like crazy with like all different? You got to get that website up.
No, so actually it don't bother me because it just be sometimes like somebody will DM me and it would be like 3 days ago. I'm like, oh shit, somebody asked me for something 3 days ago and I'm just getting back to them, you know. So sometimes it just be like, oh my bad, I ain't see it, you know.
Right.
But I'm hands on with it. Like anytime somebody calls me with anything, I'm there. When you need it, what day is there? You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Nah, he's good. He's
Yeah,
good.
I'm on top of it always.
Well, if you need any help with that, you let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
I would definitely get into that. But I mean, doing you know what it is? It's like you're a startup, right? And you're out there. And how long have you been doing this now for?
I was doing clothing for a long time. Like I had a little clothing line before, but it was like a friend situation, me and my friends. And then, you know, I was like, you know what? I got caught up in a situation, had to go away for a little while. And when I came home, I had a plan.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on this clothes. I'm gonna put my own self in front of it instead of everybody else. So I just focus on what I wanted to do, and from there it's been a wrap. Childsway,
the best.
and I put it
That's the
together.
best.
LLC, everything's situated. You
Yep.
know, and
You
I'm
got to do it
here.
because you know what? A lot of people I see that are doing that, like Cake Life too. I mean, you can't. It's just like being a football player. You can't just bank on being a football player, and that's your bread.
No, you're right.
You know, you got to have other avenues, investments or whatever it is, or whatever your passion is. So I applaud guys like you and Cake. You know, you expand your horizons. We're doing the same, but it's just that you can't just bank on one thing because the next day it could be gone.
There you go.
You know, and you're done. Just like a footballer, right?
That's why I like Homeboy. Every time I see Homeboy,
He's
has
doing
very
something
good.
else.
Nah, he always. But the funny thing is, I wanted to bring this up. I went to go see him at Drewski's. Where was it? In Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
And I bought it. I kept buying. Everyone thought I was crazy because I took all the Dino drinks with me.
Oh, God.
And it was like 50 different.
The energy drink, yeah.
He looking at me like, Charles, man, take this. And then Voice was with us. And Voice is shooting the video going around like this. And that's what we got. He was on Bowler Block. Yeah, that's how we did
Okay.
Bowler Block.
Yeah.
No, and then he jumps up on stage and Voice goes like this. Just everybody was from here. Everyone ran up there, was just like, yeah.
Oh, really?
Instead, bro, he has an amazing stage presence. Him and his whole team that made. I look up and like, damn, bro, it's just me.
Yeah, we work. Like I said, shout out to Bones, shout out to Porter. When we come on stage,
Nah, Bones is cool.
It's-
though.
our preference is to shut down the stage.
Nah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going on stage.
So when is my invite? I didn't get no invite.
You
Oh,
get
you gotta-
invited
you
all the
gotta-
I don't
you
time.
get-
gotta come
I
to the
don't-
next show.
I'm just saying, I didn't get no invite. I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
seeing
gotta-
anything with my name on it. So,
Nah,
you
he,
know.
gotta come
he
to the
kills
next
it.
show.
You guys can talk about it, but I haven't actually seen
Nah,
it.
they killed it. I was actually.
We love
there.
to perform.
I
We
was actually
love
there when you first.
I love to
premiered
see
Salute
people
Me.
who love to perform.
Yeah, we love to
rather
perform.
than just sit there on the mic,
Pretty sure.
do their do, and then walk.
Nah, we
I
love
think
to perform.
I think I was there when you first premiered Salute Me,
Right.
and the
When
whole
we
crowd
first,
just
when we
went.
first performed at me and Porter. Yup.
He was like, "Yo, boom, boom, boom." I was like, "All right, let me hear this." Boom.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this shit is hot." Like, because no offense to a lot of other cats, I just didn't understand what the hell they were saying.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gets up there, it's that New York vibe. I'm feeling this. I'm just sitting there, and then somebody else comes on like, I'm like,
I'm picturing
I'm
him.
going back. I'm going back to my spot.
I'm picturing him like back in the day. Well, I think he would thrill me like a guy like LL Cool J would knock me out. Mama
Nice.
said knock me out.
All right, so you can bring it like that. Yeah.
Like I think he would give me that kind of vibe.
No, his vibe but his vibe is the 50 Cent vibe when he first came
Oh,
out.
really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Him with the chains and then jumping on.
I hear that a lot.
And then when you hear this, you're like, yeah. Ooh, that's that queen shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
working.
South side, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
South side,
I
we
just wanna,
outside.
We
you know,
outside, yeah.
I don't want to be. I want to be.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of the right word. I don't know the right word. Not
Inspired?
Not inspired. I mean, not necessarily inspired. I want to be moved.
Right.
But no,
You know?
his music does that. And it's funny though, because she doesn't like a lot of music. When
I
she
don't.
heard that Salute Me and she heard that Queens Get the Money, she was like,
I like that one.
Thank you.
God.
I did. I do. And like he knows me. I don't like.
You know how many records she
Many.
threw out for me, bro? I'm like, I got a hit. She hears it.
No.
He just looked at he did. Well, I mean, he can spit bars like crazy, right? He can freestyle and everything like that. So he goes in the booth, comes back out, and he's like, "It's a hit," and I'm like, "No, go back."
Right.
And that's okay because not everything
He
you
does
spit,
that too. That's why I like him, because he does that too. He
not
doesn't
everything
like,
you spit is going to be gold.
You don't write
That's
a lot,
all.
right?
See-
You just go
see-
in, right?
Right. See, but
That's
you know what is so crazy
That's
is, you know
hard.
what's so crazy about me is that when I'm recording, I already have the format. Like, I already have the beat. I may listen to a beat for probably like a good 5 or 7 days. So once I'm already in the booth, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I write, everything's already in my head. I feel like everybody writes different. The wasting time in the studio, going back and forth,
Right.
that to me is wasting time. Time is money. So
Yeah.
I already know what I'm going to do before I even get in there. So I already have this shit already situated.
Yeah.
And it's already pre-written in my head. And from there, I just go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I know you
like
and me
it.
were against this.
So like I said, when I did
Yeah.
the Loyalty and Love record, that was like,
Loyalty and love.
I came from a place and it was like I heard the beat. And I was just like, you know how you listen to something?
Right, yeah.
And you just trying to get the vision of it. And I'm just like, yo, I got it. Ain't no loyalty out here. And it ain't no love out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that
this
what
is
it-
what it is right here.
So that's what inspired you, or
Yeah.
like an instant inspired you?
No, instantly it was just like the beat. The beat had me more like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was
Loyalty
just
and
like
love.
the
I heard
energy,
that.
and then it was like the loyalty, the love. I was actually talking to my man Dre in the studio as we was doing it, and we were just, you know, how you just having a conversation about something. And he was just like, "Yo, it ain't no loyalty out here, man." And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, "Wow." And as I'm writing the verse,
Loyalty and love.
the hook just caught me like, "There you go." Ain't shit in this world deeper than loyalty and love.
I love it. I love it.
That's dope though. I like always like when you're in the studio and out of nowhere your engineer just says something, you go, I'll be right back.
Right back. Like something like a light bulb just go off in your head. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, they like start talking. People start talking, and they don't realize they just gave you $1 million shit.
$1 million
game, bro.
They gave you a whole game plan. Don't even
Yeah.
know.
It just stop you out of nowhere. You go, what did you say? They say it again, and you go.
But that's what comes with creativity. You know what you want to do. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, I love music. And then since I've been like perfecting my craft and been really focused, that's all I vision. Like that's what I vision. Like
No, I get it.
this is what it is. I'm not gonna put out nothing that I feel nobody else is gonna like.
Same here.
If I don't like it, it's like, nah. It's a record that I didn't like. One record I never liked, and that was Break the Bank. I did not like that record.
What?
I swear to God, bro, I did not like that record. Everybody was like, yo, I don't know, to me, it was one of the fun, like, I took a risk of it. But everybody was like, yo, that record is hard. But
All
to
right.
me, I was like, nah.
What was it about it that you didn't-
Hold on.
Hold on a second.
No, I gotta
I
talk.
wanna
I gotta
talk to
talk on
him.
this. No, I gotta talk
But
on
go
this.
ahead, go ahead.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't like the record.
Can I be real with you? I
Yeah.
heard that record, and you know, like when you like an artist, you're like, God damn it! I wish I would
Yeah.
have thought of something like that. I heard it, and I'm like, that is so fucking.
I didn't hear
good.
that record. Did I hear that record?
What's so crazy was I heard the beat. The beat was all in. But when I wrote the song, I was like, not saying I was angry, but you know how I was like frustrated with something. So it was like I didn't really get to fully enjoy writing the song because I was already mad at some other bullshit. So when I got in the studio, I was already frustrated, and then it was just like, you know what, cool. And after I heard the record and it get mixed and mastered
What is it
down,
called again?
it's called Break the Bank.
Break
Break.
the Bank is
But
hot,
you know what's so
man.
crazy?
writing it.
Break the
man.
Bank
Oh,
is
those
at
are my-
2,000 streams right now. And that's why I said that was one of the songs I didn't like. That was one of the least songs I didn't like. Now that's one of my.
When was this put out?
I put it out last year, like right before the new year.
Yeah, he puts it out right. First thing I go on his page, and that's why I hear him Break the Bank. I was like, because
Is
you
there
know
a
what
video
it
to
is
that
though.
too?
You and me been
Yeah.
around
It is,
so
right?
many strip clubs, right? So when we were doing our kind of music, we were getting annoyed, and I know this how you feel. We were
Yeah.
getting annoyed watching the people like. Oh, I said, okay, so y'all want to
Gotta
play
have-
like that? We gonna come do it. We're gonna. That's why I came out with Shake. And the whole crowd going crazy like this. I'm like, yeah, because to us, we already know the formula because that's cash money
Cash
life.
money.
That's
There you
cash
go.
money life.
Yeah.
So you and me are sitting there probably listening to Juvenile,
Yeah.
like for like an hour, like sitting there,
So
like okay.
when I thought about Break the Bank, that's the first thing I said. I said, this is gonna be a dope record, but I don't like it. But everybody I heard, everybody be running up like, yo, I love the Break the Bank video. Yo, I love the Break the Bank record. Yo, the video's fire. So
man,
I was like,
I
cool.
gotta see this when I get home.
And then, like I
can
said,
get
that shit is at 2,000 and some streams. So I was more like, wow, the least record that I
It's
that I
always
didn't
like
care
that.
about.
It's always
That's
like
the one
that.
everybody gravitated to.
It's always like that.
fire, man.
It's a lot, a lot of
I'm
times.
sorry, but when I
it's
heard
like
that
that.
record, I was like, he got one. Like I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the pattern because I'm weird. I listen to the Sonics. That's why not a lot of people get like if I hear something that just sounds terrible, I'm born in that era where it's like, bro, like nah. That ain't it. I heard that. I'm gonna give you your props. If you're hot, I'm gonna give you your props. But when I heard that Break the Bank thing, I was like, he got one.
You got one.
I like literally stopped, played it like 10 times. He got one. And I knew you got it. I was like, he got it. That's why when you said that, I was like,
Yeah, that was one of my least.
Oh,
I did not like that record, and the whole
But
time
what
I
in
was shooting
particular
that
did you
record,
like about it?
I don't know. I guess when I was doing the record, my energy, like I said, I was going through something at the time when I did the song. I was like going through something, like I said, I was
Okay.
angry, I was upset. So every time I did the record, I would stop. Like, I'm gonna come back to this shit. Like, I'm gonna come back to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back because I kept like, you know what I mean? Then one day I was just like, yo, I'm gonna finish the record. The same night I finished the record, I'll never forget. My man Dula told me, he said, yo, this is it, bro. He said, I ain't gonna hold you. He went just like this. He said, I ain't gonna hold you. He said, this is it, man. He said, this one right here. He said, bro, this shit right here is fire. But I wasn't
And you
in
didn't
tune
like
with
it?
I didn't like it. Now I like it when I shot the video. What made me even more was when I shot the video. I was like, all right, cool. This is it. And
Maybe
then I
because
shot the
maybe
video.
that kind of brought it
Yeah.
together, kind of thing.
And I shot the
don't
video in Miami on the strip. You know what I'm saying? So the video made me like the song more. But that was one of the songs videos. I was like,
that
ah.
was crazy, man. When I heard that record Break the Bank, I was like, he got one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't be sitting there all the time saying someone got one. I literally looked at myself in the mirror and I said, that motherfucker got one.
Appreciate it.
But I felt because you and me been around that
That
strip
era,
club,
like you said,
no, but the strip club thing and all that, you're like, damn, bro, like we gotta go all the way back to Cash Money.
Yo,
with
you know what's so
Juvenile, with the
crazy? What
Hot
you said
Boys,
about that
with the Hot Boys
the
sound?
Juvenile, the Cash Money. Like I said, I got the EP coming.
Yeah.
I got a record, strip club record for the streets. It's called Hold On. And when I tell you this record is fire, I can't wait to drop
Okay,
this
so
record.
Break the Bank and Hold On. Okay. So we have a strip club record, we have Break the Bank, and what do you got?
He
Yeah,
got
okay, so
fire,
anyway.
man, shit. Every time I hear him, he comes out, he gets better and better.
Well, that's, but
That's the goal.
That's the
my
goal,
goal,
right?
Like if I drop something, like for Queens Get the Money, when I did Queens Get the Money, I knew after that track, I got to drop something harder. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah, you
for
gotta
that.
always write.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Salute Me. When I did Salute Me, me and Porter, we said, yo, we got to do something harder after Salute Me. We can't stop that momentum. You know, everything has to
can't.
be on that same, you know what I'm saying?
You got the sound, because I know PA be bumping you like crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to PA, man. Shout out to Stack City, man. Yeah.
Okay,
they
with that
definitely
said,
show love.
let's do a commercial because we only got 5 minutes left now.
Okay,
you guys can go on, and you know what? You guys like can take it to a bar and like have some wings or something, and
Right.
still keep
Take it
chatting.
to commercial, Bobby.
We'll be right back. I'm not.
When I watch TV, when I fly it in, what's on television? Tell them, listen, I ain't rapping, my shit poetic. Street stressing me, dog, I try not to let it. Let's get back to this fast cash, Lord knows I need that. Thankful I'm away from committing F's for a G-stat.
Now I got to let her know, Daddy ain't never gonna leave. You know I want you, girl, for all eternity. Now I got that money, my money, my money, that don't give me black and on. Why they tryna be playing the niggas inside the girls? Been outside that tippy thing, guy, yeah. I said he's generated, now he's charged up. See, you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with again, he doesn't care, cause you know the energy's about to rise in the year. Going shake it for the money, shake it for the money, shake it for the money.
And we're back. Okay, I'm just going to ask a couple of questions, fun questions. Okay, the first one is, if you're driving in the car and you're feeling really good and the windows are down, what song are you blasting?
Good Life.
Oh, well, he comes up with good answers. I like that, the good life. Okay. What figure, dead or alive, would you have as a guest around your dining room table?
That.
Dead or alive, doesn't matter. Who would you invite over for dinner?
That's that?
Yeah. Or alive?
Oh, it would have been Pac.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tupac?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. What song do you have to sing? Okay, now it doesn't have to be a rap song. It could be an oldies. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear this one song on the radio, like an old song or whatever, what is that one song that you always have to sing along no matter what it is?
Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You know why? I know
Yes. Yes. I love that answer.
No, you know why? Because that actually,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
it like on spot too. It wasn't
Turn
like,
out the man.
There you go.
okay, you don't, that wasn't-
that
wasn't-
Man.
Yeah.
that wasn't a cue, okay?
Well, you know what? It woke me up. No, I'm playing.
All right, so one more question. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
I'll be invisible.
See, the Invisible Man. What would you be? I forgot what you said. You said it once before. Yeah, I
I
forgot.
plead the fifth.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna plead the fifth on that one. Okay, so just remember, you can find Childsway on IG, and it's Childsway.
Yeah, Childsway. You can find me on Instagram, IG, Twitter, Facebook, music everywhere, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, whatever you can think of, I'm on.
And please, please, please check out the songs that we were playing today, okay? That is Salute Me. And also the new one that's going to come out to
Loyalty and Love is on the way.
Loyalty and Love.
I will be dropping that in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks, I'm going to drop that.
All
Video
right, cool.
coming soon.
Yeah, we're waiting for that video,
Yeah,
right?
Waiting for the video. Video coming soon. Shout out to my man Energetic on the video.
Well, you know what, man? I'm just blessed, bro. And you're one of my favorite artists, so
Appreciate
it's
it,
actually pretty
man.
dope to actually have that credit.
Right.
You know that,
It really is. So I'm actually very excited. And
Yeah.
I know you're gonna like the finished
We
product.
can't wait to see that video.
I know, my
We
God.
waiting.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, I'm not going to pump him up and everything, but that's all he does because he has a couple of videos that he has to do, right?
Yeah.
But he, and he's constantly like questioning: Is this good? Do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm going to do that over, and I'm like, really? And you even said it yourself. You like
know what
that?
it is,
Evan.
man? Is
Yeah.
I watch his videos, right? And when I look at his videos, I see his videos are like level up. So I'm like, damn, I gotta make sure my thing is like literally up there or a little bit better because this is his next single coming out.
See, and that's how I see what he said. The level. That's how I feel about the music. So if I know if this is what it is, I got to give them something even more. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's
You
how
always
I-
got to level
You're
up.
taking
You always
my
gotta
time.
level up. There you go.
I'm never gonna give anybody a product that I wouldn't want.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That is I actually like that.
I would never give
That's
anybody
actually,
a product I wouldn't want.
No,
Yes,
that's
and
how
that's
people
good.
should act in life. You don't do unto others as you want others to do unto you.
Right.
Right?
Well, you know what? He's a great artist, and honestly, I know he's gonna excel to like a high level. I believe in him. I believe he can be one of the top artists in like couple of.
Especially with
not even
that
years down the
jacket,
road,
man.
like-
you don't know.
Thank
I
you,
want
bro.
that
Yeah,
jacket.
down the
definitely
road, I know he
appreciate
can
that.
definitely be real big, man. If someone gives him the right push, this dude's out of here.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We focus, man. We working.
He's already he's bumping and grinding.
Well, the
That's
thing
fine.
is, like everyone always says, he's just got to rub the right shoulders, and he's very close to it because everybody's connected to everybody in the same circle.
Yeah, but you got to watch out because there's a lot of rats out there too.
Yeah. It's a lot of snakes in the grass.
You got to watch out.
Hey, just smile at him.
Right.
Just smile at them.
There you go.
But with that said, we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Love
for
you,
having me.
Childsway.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank
Shout
you
out
for
to the
joining,
people.
and we'll see you next week.
Next week, yeah.